What is up, everybody? Bootman here, and we are back with another Marvel Snap video. And in this video, I wanted to show you the three main decks that I use to hit infinite pretty fast. It was in less than a week. That's one of my goals, is to hit infinite within a week, and I grinded, I did it again. So there are three primary decks that I use. I wanted to go over them with you, and maybe you wanna give them a try. But before we get started, if you're new here, hi, my name is Chris, AKA Bootman. If you love Marvel Snap as much as I do, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell, because one of my main missions here is to help all of you viewers out there reach infinite. I know there are a lot of competitive gamers out there like myself, so I am here to be of service and to help. All right, and we're trying to hit 7,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you're new, just hit that little subscribe button, just smash the heck out of it. All right, but we also have a lot of cool stuff. Like, head down to the description. We have a Discord server, hundreds of cool people from the community in here, where we chat, hang out, talk about different decks, we rant about stuff, we show off our cool variants, our awesome plays. Super fun. Join our Discord community, and make sure you follow me on Twitter. That's linked down below. It's at BootmanMSTZ. And you want to make sure you follow me on Twitter, because I am doing season pass giveaways each month, but you got to be following me. All right, so let's jump into it. There's three primary decks that I've been using. This will be a short video. I'm just gonna run through it real quick. I have done videos on each of these decks independently, so I'll link those videos down below if you're looking for alternatives. All right, because some of these cards can be replaceable, some of them not so much. All right, so the first one is Bishbu, okay? And I'm also gonna talk about why I switched decks, some things I ran into, some issues and stuff. All right, so the first one is Bishbu. Okay, so this is a little bit of a spin on Magantress, but there's no magic in this deck. It primarily revolves around Bishop and Zabu, okay? So one of the questions I always get is, can you replace Mysterio? In this deck, I think yes. Because basically, if you don't have Bishop or Zabu, like, get ready to retreat. Because Zabu is gonna obviously get down some decent cards on the board, some control style cards, some counter cards, because we have Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, Enchantress. White Queen has been huge for me this season, getting a little intel on what they are running, especially if I can drop her, like any time really, like on turn 4 or turn 5, just get a little bit of a hint, see what they might be playing. All right, but yeah, I basically, this was the deck I started out with. I went like the first 10 ranks, 10, 15 ranks with this deck, and it just, like, the only time these types of decks don't work is like just RNG is not working in your favor, right? Like, you're just not getting Bishop, you're not getting Zabu, you know? But yeah, one of the things you could do is the double Spider-Man. So like, a really great play is going into turn 5, and then you Spider-Man one lane, uh, Absorbing Man another lane, leaving them only one lane to play on turn 6. It works out even better if like the third lane is locked down because there was a storm, or just, it's Sanctum Sanctorum, just something weird, all right? But you gotta be cautious too, because if you lock down those lanes, you're also gonna have to win those lanes. So you might not have enough power. There's some weird situations, but I do see some people are countering this. So be mindful of that, all right? I do think, and even though I said I'd link the other videos, but I do think you can run this deck without Absorbing Man. I always get like, I don't have Absorbing Man, don't have Absorbing Man. I don't think you need him. I'd say maybe two out of 10 games, I did the Absorbing Man into the Spider-Man Absorbing Man combo. Absorbing Man's also great, so you can Enchantress 2 lanes, Shang-Chi 2 lanes. It was very rare that I was able to do this. It was even more rare that I needed 2 Enchantresses or 2 Shang-Chis, okay? So keep that in mind when you're about to type, I do not have Absorbing Man. I know a lot of you don't, and he's not that necessary. Find another 4-drop, okay? All right, so Bishbu, it stopped working. I was getting frustrated. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try it out, all right? So I switched over to Milky Snap's deck, okay? I made a video on this. This is from Milky Snap, another YouTube creator. One of my favorites, super cool guy. He's my brother from down under, all right? So make sure you check out his channel and subscribe. This is the deck that he ran the entire time to get to Infinite. He hit Infinite before I did with this deck, okay? One difference, I believe the only change I made was I put Enchantress in. He ran America Chavez, okay? So this is a discard slash slot machine type deck with Zabu in it. Okay, so ideally, you're gonna have Dracula hit something heavy. Okay, and if you have America Chavez in here, cool. America Chavez is also gonna give you more chances to pull up Zabu because America Chavez cannot come out until turn 6. So this was a great deck. I climbed quite a bit with it. I kept thinking about using it again because I kept hitting little road bumps, speed bumps. If you watch some of my streams, you know this. And yeah, I just this kind of deck gives me anxiety. All right. There is some randomness involved with what Dracula is gonna hit if certain things don't go certain ways. Um, you can use like the Lady Sif into Ghost Rider combo, which I absolutely love, right? So you Lady Sif, your She-Hulk, or your Infinite, you just yank them in on turn 4, bada bing, bada boom, you got some high power. So this deck did help me out a lot. I ended up hitting a wall with it, just basically RNG, Dracula hates me, okay? But Milky Snap used this, ran it. Make sure you check out his channel. He has a lot of gameplay. He probably plays it a lot smarter than I do, so make sure you check that out. And then there's this deck right here, Agent Dino 2.0. This is the deck that hit Infinite for me, okay? I ran it to Infinite, and I think this is one of the most undervalued decks. I think it is just a superb deck for so many different reasons. If you watch my video on it, so I made a video on it. It was right before I hit Infinite. I was in the 90s, but this deck killed it for me. Just absolutely killed it for me. This does have, what is it? 1, 2 Series 4 cards with Agent Coulson and Helicarrier. Can you run this deck without them? I don't think so. I think you need them. Maybe Coulson's replaceable, but he's so valuable. So something I was debating on making a whole video on, I hit Infinite while Luke's Bar was the hot location. And I think that played a big role. This deck is amazing. I'm still playing with it post Infinite and it's still pretty consistent. Um, but Luke's Bar was the location, and I was able to do, like, since this deck's so versatile, I was able to do so much with it. Okay, like I think I had some gameplay of it. Like, since you're filling up your hand, you could stay in Luke's Bar, right? Because a card can't bounce back if your hand's full. I was able to Ghost Rider Helicarrier into Luke's Bar, so I'd have 10 power over there. Storm, I was able to storm locations, just even for like controlling the board a little bit. Storm is fantastic. I tossed Cosmo in here towards the end, which was a lifesaver on a variety of occasions. So this deck is just amazing. Coulson, I keep saying this, like I got Coulson from a reserve. I'm like, man, like I love the character, Agent Coulson, but I don't know. I don't know if I like him as a card, like he pulls a random 4 cost, random 5 card. Man, it was legit. It was legit. RNG, does help a little bit, but with Nick Fury and Helicarrier, your opponent just never knows what you're gonna do. Never knows. Never knows. It was crazy. Like there was one time I had a Hella come out just right at the right time because I discarded like the wrong thing. You have a Dino option. Like there's so much. Nick Fury. Everybody makes fun of this card. Like this deck is amazing, and like I can't wait for people to figure out how good this deck is. You got a Quinjet in here to lower stuff. Collector gets buff as hell. It was a fun road to Infinite. I have fun with this deck, and it does work. All right. So, like I said, these are just a variety of different decks that I personally use. I've made different videos on what you can change, what I don't think you can change, you know. But let me know down in the comments too. Do you want me to make a video discussing just like some of the strategies I use to hit Infinite, how much time it takes to get to Infinite? I am still in the process of reviewing gameplay from a lot of different subscribers. Like some of you submitted your videos and I'm seeing patterns that I'm gonna be breaking down, going over, because it does take certain methods, certain strategies, certain snapping techniques, retreating techniques. Like it's not all about the decks, all right? Like a lot of different decks can take you to Infinite, but your gameplay has to be on point or you're going to lose a lot of cubes or you're gonna give away a lot of cubes, all right? So keep in mind, like these decks, these 3 decks that I just showed you, they are one thing, but your play style and how you play. And it's not just like where you're placing cards and the combos you're pulling off. No, I'm talking about the snapping and the retreating. Those are huge. I am a very conservative snapper, and I think I am like living proof that you don't have to aggressively snap. I never first turn snap. That is just my philosophy. I get annoyed when other people first turn snap me. We don't even know what's on the board. But like, I think people who snap that early, and like I said, this might be another video, they are in a rush to hit infinite. There's no rush, okay? I've managed to do it 3 seasons in a row in less than a week. I've been doing it slow. I've been doing it slow by not aggressively snapping. So anyways, that's a whole other video, but these are the 3 decks I use. Give them a try. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, join our awesome Discord community down in the description below. Follow me on Twitter at BootmanMSTZ so you don't miss any upcoming giveaways. And I tweet a lot. I tweet a lot of fun stuff. Last night I tweeted about the movie I watched. We'll have fun. Yeah, we'll tweet back and forth. Okay, so yeah, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one, which is probably tomorrow. All right, talk to you later.